All right, quick video on adding power for a stereo system in the back of an Aviator. This particular one is a 2021 GT, so it has the hybrid system, but it really shouldn't matter what year you have as long as it's in the same physical characteristics generation. So you can see the fuse is right there. I neatly routed the wire under there. There's some large bracing that you can zip tie the wire to. I would recommend putting it inside split loom tubing just to protect it. Now, down in here, there's a nice large firewall grommet that Ford gave us. And at the very top of that firewall grommet is a penetration that has a black rubber cap over it. And the cap is part of the molding. But when you go to cut it off, you'll see there's a band, just like a raised band around that. You want to cut right behind that with a very sharp knife, and you want to be careful to not poke the penetration that's underneath that, because that's for all your wires going into the cap. If you come around to the inside of the car, I will tell you, they sure don't make them like they used to as far as getting in and working on them. I got an 88 and 89 vehicle, and it's so much easier. But anyway, once you peel this plastic away here, see that big piece there, and you can just kind of bend it back and get it out of your way once you pull the pins. That firewall grommet comes through up there right above the main one. Now I will tell you, there's a hollow space in between the two sides of that grommet, but it's pretty vast. It's not like that little pipe that you see on the engine side of the firewall is a pipe, and that it goes, from one side to the other. No, there's a dead void in between. So once you start shoving your wire through, it's going to want to bend and kink up and double back towards you. So what I found the easiest way to get around this was to take my power wire. I then took let me find it here. Make sure you guys can see this. I took a zip tie, okay? I taped the zip tie up a good 4 inches onto the wire. Tight. You got to have that electrical tape nice and tight. Before I had taped that on there, I should preface, I had chained 3 zip ties together, and I pushed it through from this side. You have to do it from the car side. I don't know, for whatever reason, if you try to press it from the engine bay in, it'll never make it. So once you've passed your zip tie chain of 3 zip ties out to the engine bay, take your zip tie that you've taped on and then click it on right there to that little piece of the zip tie. Spray this with Windex, okay? Spray about, I'd say, a foot of that with Windex, even on the electrical tape. And then go ahead and start walking it in. So you'll pull your 3 zip tie heads through. They'll be a little hard to do, but just take your time and use your fingers. Don't use your arm to pull it, just use fingers. And then when the head makes it up there, just make sure it's aligned and it's going in that hole in the firewall, and pull it through, and that's all there is to it. The only other thing I will say is I took a very sharp, in my case, a Leatherman knife, and I went around on the interior side of that grommet. I rotated around, and I put little cuts in it so that it was, like I don't know how I describe it. Just basically so you're not trying to shove through like one little cut, because this side is sealed as well. You have to open it up on both sides. Once you do that, it's not that bad. It just took me a while to figure it out. Until I figured it out, it was a nightmare. So I hope this helps some people.